looking at the comparison between air and rail, is it solely about having them in the same display? Is it more than that? Is it about contextually how the two different modes of transport can work together? So air rail options. How is it bigger than just making it available for agents?
Yeah, no, absolutely right. I mean, it's a very good question because, I mean, on the one hand, we need to have the content. On the other hand, I mean, there's a lot of components to this. There's a physical component, and obviously, the traveler needs to have the possibility to change the mode of transport. He needs to have the possibility to, first of all, to have a train when he arrives, right? That's quite an important detail. But assuming he has that, he needs to have the information which we can provide at the time of search and booking. But he needs to know that, so there needs to be a certain itinerary management around this. But in order to drive rail distribution for travel agents, it has to be an attractive product for agencies. And an attractive product means it has to be part of their processes. Yeah? So they need to be able to have an accounting system which is able to handle that. They need to have processes which are very efficient and as efficient as they handle air distribution today. They want to have obviously the best type of information which also goes with regards to payment, etc., etc. Yeah? So today, I think we often think about content only, but there's a lot more to it, and this is where Amadeus comes into play.
I was going to ask you, so Amadeus is kind of best placed to deliver that, no?
We are kind of at the core of this, right? We have the payment connections, we have the possibility to integrate it with the mid-office, so the administrative solutions of the travel agents, and the back office, which is the accounting, but also then to have already at the search process to really show all the best possible options that the traveler has. I think Amadeus is a huge opportunity.
And this kind of fits into the travel ecosystem that Paco was talking about earlier. We're kind of joining all these different bits together, so the hotel side comes into play as well, I guess, looking at the traveller.
Right. I mean, first of all, hotel is equally very important because it is one of the growth areas, right, and we need to be there. And we're talking about a very fragmented market which requires good distribution tools, right? So this is why there's a huge opportunity in the hotel distribution area for Amadeus. Now, the travel ecosystem, I think, basically, I mean, let's not underestimate the fact that, first of all, we're serving both sides of the ecosystem, which is getting the content, but also having that content being transacted by intermediaries or by the end consumer when he works with an online travel agent, or maybe even in the future with a railwaycompany.com, right, site where we can provide the technology, and then we can have all the other parts fitting in, right? And this sounds easy. It's quite complex. We know it's complex, but I think we are really well placed because we have taken the airlines through that process. I mean, basically in partnership with the airlines, we've been doing this and providing global distribution to them, and that's a very important element that these high-speed trains or railway companies will be looking for.
Yeah. So it's kind of final question. It's a genuine challenge then. So looking at the air business, looking at the rail business, does it keep you up at night? Do you think Amadeus is kind of, you said we're well placed to deliver against it. Is that a vision? Is that a hope, a plan? Kind of look at the next 3, 4, 5 years.
I mean, a lot of things have already happened, right? I think coming from the national markets, we have a very good understanding already how rail business works. I mean, let's face it. And we are talking about the fact that in France, in Germany, in Spain, we are doing millions of transactions, right? I mean, Deutsche Bahn was 20 million, SNCF was 20 million transactions, actually physical tickets being sold via the Amadeus system on the national level. So, I mean, we have some experience that is quite relevant. Now, I think now bringing that to a global level of multi-provider distribution screens, I think that's something we're good at, we can do it. I think we have done the right steps. I mean, I'm absolutely supportive of creating the rail unit as part of the new business, and I think now we have to put the focus. I think it's not a matter of how, it's a matter of when, and whether we are ready to put the right level of dedication around it. But if I see the enthusiasm that we have been able to gather here at the Rail Forum, I think it's very encouraging.